Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. You're watching Not a Taller Review. My name is Hriday Ranjan. This week's movie is Hunt, starring Sudheer Babu, Srikanth and Bharath Nivas. The film is written and directed by Mahesh Surapaneni. Hunt has an interesting plotline. Arjun is a young fiery cop in the Telangana police. He solves a murder, but just before he could file his report, he meets with an accident and he loses his memory, which forces him to go about an investigation a second time, trying to pick up clues that he has already solved, facing off against an adversary who has the upper hand simply because our hero has no memory of the night whatsoever. It's an interesting plot, and director Mahesh Surapaneni is clear about a few things. He does not want to add unnecessary plot points to the movie. He wants to make it move quickly. He wants to make it about the plot. However, the screenplay employs a non-linear narrative, but it is honestly just a gimmick of sorts, because the non-linear narrative doesn't really add to the viewing experience in any way. It doesn't peel off any layers, or it does not give you any moments. The film tries to be a buddy cop movie, but unfortunately, you don't feel anything for the actors. It's hard to relate to their issues and their motivations. And even the writing, if you look at it, the hero is just beating up everybody. You know, the kind of scenes where the accused is simply beaten up at sight for existing, for standing, for cracking a bad joke. It's like that. It's like the hero is using force simply because he's in the police force. Sir! But the movie saves its best for the end by presenting a twist that is honestly kind of envelope pushing. I wish there were more people in the hall to gauge the response. It is easily the most bold twist I have seen in Telugu cinema in a long time. When you watch a thriller, you are internally making a list and ticking them off. I did have an inkling that that would be the twist, and that was what it was. And kudos to the director and the actor who attempt to push the envelope with the twist in this movie. But then the film suffers from a problem that it is too overconfident about having a strong twist that it doesn't bother keeping you engaged till it arrives. Also, the question arises, what was the point of the twist? Like, the treatment of the information that you get is also kind of weird. So it ends up honestly being a little wishy-washy. Like, is it a message? I really couldn't get it. Writer-director Mahesh Surapaneni doesn't bother keeping the proceedings racy or interesting or inventive even till he unleashes the twist. And that's why the film doesn't elicit too many emotions in you. It's just moments sprinkled here and there. It seems like we're moving from one set to the other. So the film neither seems like a polished thriller or a tight indie film. It's just action scene after action scene. After a point, it's not a procedural or an investigative film. They are just fighting. As if they are not accused and cop, they are command cop. While the cinematography doesn't really push the envelope in any way, neither does the background score by Gibran. But the most disappointing aspect of the film Hunt are its performances. For a film that hinges entirely on its three main leads, their performances do nothing to you. Bharath Nivas isn't able to do much, but my main disappointment was with Srikanth's character. Having spent more than 30 years in films across genres, I wish directors would use him more inventively, more innovatively. Here he's simply filling screen space. Sudheer Babu gets the meatiest role. Kudos to him for choosing such a script that pushes the envelope. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. Kudos to him for picking up such a role like that. But the performance is too over the top. It just seems too much, you know. It's like the camera is fetishizing him and he's just grinning and grunting and grimacing. It's just too much. It's like Sudheer Babu is trying to make up for the expressions of So would I recommend the film Hunt to a companion? Not really. The film is bold but directionless. It is audacious but unintelligent. The film could have been truly innovative and ahead of its time. Having said that, the director needs to be credited for truly pushing the envelope for a Telugu hero. I've never seen such a portrayal in Telugu cinema. I just wish the film was smarter and better written. So there you have it. That was our review of the movie Hunt. I keep getting a lot of messages asking for recommendations for what to watch. So here is what I enjoyed this month. I enjoyed Trial by Fire and the films of Martin McDonagh. I hope I pronounced that right. He's a funny, dark filmmaker whose filmography I completed within a week and absolutely relished. Martin McDonagh, I don't know. That's it. Thank you for watching our review of the movie Hunt. For more videos, reviews and interviews, please subscribe to Film Companion South on YouTube.